There's a brand new day ahead, so much to do, so much to see. So get your ass up out of bed, get out now, time's wasted. There's no reward for hesitating.
Hey, you know, I was just thinking, it's funny to me, people who claim to be smart, anytime you start talking about aliens, extraterrestrials coming to Earth, you get written off as a shithead or a dumbass, or, you know, living in a fantasy world or something. And so I'm like, you don't think we'll ever be able to travel in space? I mean, the distances between stars are so immense, but you don't think we'll ever be able to travel that far? People always say, well, yeah, I'm sure, maybe in like 1,000 years or something, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you don't think there's people out there? Well, yeah, but, you know, they're so far away. And so really what you're saying is that you think that our society here on Earth is the most advanced in the universe, basically. Because you don't think that somewhere out there might be a society that's at least 1,000 years more advanced than us? What about 5 or 10,000 years more advanced? Now, if you think that we can travel the distances in space in 1,000 years or so, those societies already can. If they're like 5,000 years more advanced or 10,000 years more advanced, they already can. Okay, and just imagine, you can't even imagine the technology that they would have. They're just in their everyday lives. You know, if you take someone from 1,000 years ago and show them the shit in your bedroom or things that you use in your everyday life, they would just be dumbfounded. It would seem like magic to them, and that's what these people's everyday shit that they carry in their pockets would be like to us. You know what I mean? People say, well, you know, the chances of them finding Earth are so remote. It's like, you don't know what the chances are, okay? You don't know diddly shit. Like I said, you don't even know what they carry in their pocket. You wouldn't even believe the shit that they carry in their pocket, okay? And all we know is based on our own technology, our own environment here, what we can do and what we can see and what we've done. And I'll tell you what we have done. Our own scientists have already been able to scan space and find other planets out there that are like Earth, that should be able to support the same kind of life we have here. Now imagine if we could go there. Okay? Now, also, in 1,000 years, when we can, okay, let's say 2,000 years is by the time we're able to actually travel those distances. Imagine the kind of scanning technology we'll have to be able to see these planets and find them. And then you can actually do a mission to go there in just 2,000 years. Which isn't really all that crazy, considering the fact that humanity is still so young. I mean, we're basically just out of the Stone Age, you know what I mean? Which brings me to my next point. People say, well, if these people are out there, why don't they come here and teach us this stuff? It's like the same reason you don't take little white mice and try to teach them to write code, you know what I mean? You just don't do that. The white mice have to fucking evolve over millennia to get to the point where they can write the code themselves. And then maybe you'll be like, hey mice, how's it going? You know what I mean? Anyhow, I'm kind of running off on a tangent here. My point is just that you take the vastness of space and the possibility of so many habitable worlds. There's got to be societies out there who are 5 or 10,000 years more advanced than us, which means they can already travel in space. And to say that that's impossible is, I think, just really arrogant of a species that's, like I said, just out of the fucking Stone Age. So that's my take on that, and we'll see you later.